Welcome back to year number 11, week number 12 for the Cascade Valley Coyotes. Now this week we're taking on Nebraska, and all they do is husk some corn. Pause if needed. Now they're 6-3 in the year. They've had a kind of a tough schedule. Lee Corso, though, is picking us as he should. But I'm noticing we're number 4. If you remember, we were number 3 last week, and we fell. Alabama's 1, UCF still number 2, Louisiana Tech jumped us. It's not leapfrog. They went from 5 to 3. They have played no one, and then we're sitting number 4. And why I'm so disgusted, look at this. They have not played a single team with a winning record on their entire schedule. And they go ahead of us? How dare they? We do have a smidget of good news, though. Cameron Applefield still the number 1 guy overall for the Heisman list. But Tyrell Brown stays at number 2 despite a pretty bad performance on his part. But Warren Fullwood is back on the Heisman list, ladies and gentlemen. There's still a chance. And if you remember, Warren Fullwood in 2022 won the Maxwell. In 2022, won the Walter Camp. There's not a Heisman on his list, and I really wish there was. And as a reminder, the only person to ever win a Heisman Award for the Cascade Valley Coyotes was none other than Jason Barr, the greatest running back in Cascade Valley history. Now, from recruiting update, Jay Bohm is still sitting there with us at number 2, but I feel really optimistic. The reason why is, again, we're the last visit. Penn State visits in week 13. We're going to keep increasing our lead a little bit by them. They'll probably jump us into second place, but if we can keep that visit at week 14, we're dominating, baby. We also ended up getting Chase Cathalay, the fullback, probably one of the best fullback recruits we've ever had, if that's even meaning anything. But he will be starting for us more than likely next season because I think Burris is gone. We found some interesting prospects as well in Manoah Murphy, in Denzel Williams. Murphy, I think, is probably the most interesting here. 77 speed, 85 acceleration, 86 tackle, 82 hit power, block shedding, power moves, finesse moves, all pretty interesting. But I wouldn't put him at outside linebacker. I would probably put him at defensive end. Big shout out to Big C Guy Game, who reminded me outside linebackers can play defensive end, and I should be looking at that. So thanks to him. Nebraska has recruits coming this week. But we don't care. We're trying to beat them, buddy. Pause. No corn is being husked today. Warren Fullwood. Whoop. Oh, okay, never mind. Let me chill. Last week we had these uniforms, and they honestly gave us some good luck. So let's see if they can bring us more luck right now. Smile. I believe. Tyrell Brown. Are you kidding me? We have not one but 2 Heisman candidates right now. You'd love to see it. Tyrell Brown, speak of the devil. Great catch in the last one. Comes back out here and says, hold on, buddy. I got something for you. Your ankles. Pick them up. Forward under center here. They're in zone. Forward rolls out heavy to the right-hand side. Has a guy. Throws it in the last second. He missed a guy wide open in the end zone, though. Second to go. Forward puffing right now. He's a little tired all that running around. Sees a guy, though. Trey McBride, welcome back to the end zone, young fella. It's been a little bit. Nebraska always has a running quarterback. Always puts a lot of pressure on us. And their run game is off to a strong start already. First down again. They go right back to the run game. The run game is built strong in Nebraska. All that corn that boys been eating is paying off. First down. Quarterback's going to keep this one. We got some pressure, though. Wow, ankles absolutely took. This is not good. Real bad. Michael Jackson. It's Hunter Romero. I forgot about him. Nebraska feeling pretty good right now. We're trying to put as much pressure as we can in this run game. They bring a guy over. Christoph Houston is just itching to get in the backfield. Hike the ball, you cowards. What a hit, though. Second and 15. The quarterback goes to keep it again. And Christoph Houston, same result. Back-to-back tackles for a loss. Big opportunity here to stop Nebraska on their first drive. 3rd and 19. They go with a little fake here. We're sending Houston right at him. They throw one. How is he open? Brother, how? First and goal. I have no idea how Nebraska completed that one. And I'm crying as they go in the end zone. Well, we got a tie ball game. They're husking corn. Jalen Clark's going to move over. Cascade Valley trying to answer back. Jalen Clark. Jalen Clark doesn't throw a block. Jordan Dora, the freshman, picks it up and goes in the end zone. Forward might be hurt on that play. Nebraska scored really quick on offense, and then they come out here with a devastating hit that puts us in a deficit. Not where you want to be for Cascade Valley, but we got Mikael Smith out here making plays. What a juke. Big-time players make big-time plays. See what the squad has here. Forward seems a little bit perturbed. Throws that one away, and rightfully so. That's what you got to do. The ball right back in the hands of Tyrell Brown, looking for a good gain. That's better than he was doing last week. We'll take 6 yards. They're down 4 yards to go. Forward all by his lonesome in the backfield. Got a guy right in front of him. Antonio Vaughn picks up the game. Forward's been fantastic so far in this game. 5 for 7, 100 yards in the first quarter. You love to see it. Got a touchdown to show for it as well. Tyrell Brown out here. Runs right into a defender, though. Second down, 8 yards to go. Try to get Tyrell Brown in the mix. There was a defender there that could have been bad. Cascade Valley convert. Forward feels the pressure, sees a guy, throws one deep. They say his feet around. What a throw, but it was off by inches. Team needs something big. It's going to be Armani. 34 found himself a big tight end, and you love to see that one all the way down the field. First and goal, Tyrell Brown trying to get into the end zone here. He finds a gap, but he ends up running into his own man, and they stop him short. Brown's first run of the game was really good. Since then, a little bit of trouble. Still in single digits for rushing yards. Trying to change it here. We see Roderick Johnson up the middle. He's going to tie this ball game up, but Tyrell Brown, we need more in the run game. We're in a spot now where just trying to get a field goal range would be great because we have not been able to do so. Instead, great hit. Just a bad throw. Can we somehow stop their quarterback, who has not thrown an incomplete pass in the entire afternoon? We get him to make it fourth and short. Did they kick the field goal? Minute 12 left on the clock. We did have to use a timeout to stop them there because they were trying to drain the clock a bit. Kick is up. The kick is good. They take a 3-point lead with about a minute and change going into halftime. And Minnesota's in another close one right now. Forward and company know this is a monster drive. Can we get points out of it, though? That's the big question. Nebraska has been sending heat at us the entire afternoon, and Warren Forward has shown you better have somebody spying him every single time. 55 seconds in a dream. Forward had a guy. If he threw it away a little bit earlier, he might have had him, or it could have been too risky. I'm glad he held on to it and threw it away. Okay, now 10 yards to go. No one covering Tyrell Brown here. He's got the sideline. He's got some room, and he's going to smartly get out of bounds after 25 yards. Huge play. Forward and company again. Out here trying to make some plays happen. Potentially a couple of guys in the field. Forward, though, fighting for his bread, gets the first down and change. Forward's pretty gassed. We're going to give him an option to run here. Tyrell Brown goes up the middle. It's a good run. We're going to use our second timeout. Fantastic play call by Coach Mervin McMervin. Nearly worked out. Open is Ferdinand. He's got him. Forward's going to take the lead with 29 seconds left with a dot to a big tight end. We're going to be up 4 points. This has been a crazy game so far. Can we hold on in the second half? If Romero is injured, that is a massive difference maker in this game. We're going to try to see what we can do. Single high safety potentially. They're blitzing off the edge. Forward again, showing the speed, getting great blocks down the field, and he's going to get 23 off that. So many of the blitzes we're seeing from Nebraska today are coming off that weak side. They're trying to take advantage of Forward, maybe looking down the field too long, not seeing his guys potentially open, but he's doing a great job of getting the ball out of his hands or getting down the field. Tyrell Brown again doesn't have enough carries, in my opinion, this afternoon. He's getting a couple more here to start the second. Derek Johnson comes in. Forward doesn't like the play call, switches it up immediately, has a guy, and Mikael Smith, he's going to hold on to it. What a grab and throw. With Forward finally getting healthy these last couple of weeks, what you're really seeing is him spreading the ball to so many different players on this team. Throwing it off his back foot. Tyrell Brown's gonna catch. They say the 1 yard line. What a throw. Might be the best of Forward's career. I'm sad not seeing that end up being a touchdown for him, but we got an opportunity for Tyrell Brown to punch another one in this season, and he's gonna do just that. Cascade Valley now extends their lead, assuming the extra point's good, to 11. Hunter Romero, despite being injured, is just out here fighting right now. This dude is breaking so many tackles. It's intercepted by Kendall Johnson. The pitch is going to be caught, and then we fumble it. And then we recover it. What is happening? Got some fun on that play this season, but there was no fun to be had for Cascade Valley on that one. Forward back at QB where he belongs. Sees this guy. That one is nearly picked off by Andrew Busby, who is having a heck of a game so far for Nebraska. Shepard's going to line up the kick. The wind is 9 miles an hour into his face. This one is up. It has the height. It has the distance. And that one's going to be good to extend our lead now to 14. And Minnesota still fighting for their life against Iowa. Hunter Romero, as the third quarter is winding down, is still a perfect 10 for 10 on the afternoon. Make it make sense. As good as our defense has been, make it make sense. Forward's going to see a guy. He's got Porter Ryan. Porter Ryan gets a heck of a block from Antonio Vaughn. If he cannot run into his old man, he's in the end zone. In back-to-back weeks, Porter Ryan makes a huge play. A lot of people might be saying we should have kept that one, but if we keep it, he's probably getting tackled from behind. It was going to be 50-50 either way. And Hunter Romero up over nearly 25 rushes. Romero has literally been their offense. Their running backs have not really been getting much use, but their wide receivers haven't had a ton of volume, but they've been effective, staying in their run-heavy sets. Quarterback feels the pressure. Kendall Johnson getting burnt. Once new. Feel like a QB run. Some sort of option plays coming up. He just ran through not one, but two of our guys. Hunter Romero. All of a sudden, we got a 14-point game. We said it earlier in the game. Do not count out Nebraska. They have found ways to keep things close over the years, and we have always struggled against them in some capacity. Brown has had one of his best runs of the game here. Trying to get one to the edge. Oh, Brown has a chance, but they get him right on his ankles. He could have been gone. Forward has Roderick Johnson Jr. in this time. Brown again, a couple of carries. Gets a little bit of a breather. Forward, great in the open field. He shows it there. Two nasty jukes. Forward is going to get out of bounds because he does not want to go down there. Brown coming back in the game. McMervin's telling his team, take your time on these play calls. We don't need to rush anything now. Clark's going to slide over. Tyrell Brown's got some room here. Can he get his best run of the game? He does. It's not enough for a touchdown, but it is a good game to keep Nebraska off their edge. Brown again pretty tired. His biggest issue is he doesn't have enough stamina. Where Derek Johnson tries to truck through a defender. He kind of does and picks up 5. Johnson stays in the game here. The clock continues to tick down. Johnson's going to take a carry up the middle. One defender in front of him, and he runs him over to get down to make maybe the 3-yard line. Brown back in the game, looking to get his, I believe, his first rushing touchdown of the afternoon. He is going to get a rushing touchdown. Maybe his first, maybe his second. We don't know, but still, add the stats for the freshman. Oh, God. We have no one covering properly. Rodriguez Gibson don't care. The worst defensive coverage we could have possibly had. Rodriguez Gibson is off to the races. It's him versus number 39. He didn't do enough conditioning drills in the offseason, but we don't care. We're going to walk out of here with a W because of that play. 1 for 5 on third down conversions will not get the job done on most nights. When you have Warren Forward, when you have Tyrell Brown, 2 Heisman candidates playing like this, you might just be all right against a top 25 team like Nebraska. Forward again, 15 for 24, 300+ yards, 1 interception. I'm not going to fault him really for that. He was great this afternoon. On the ground, Tyrell Brown better in the second half, 72 yards total, 2 tutties, but we need more. Forward, 83 in the ground. Clark, again, a big gain over Derek Johnson. Touchdown vulture, stealing one away from Tyrell Brown. Tyrell Brown, though, in the passing game, 106 on receptions is huge. Mikael Smith was involved. We see a touchdown from Ryan Furtney and from Mr. Joe McBride, the freshman tight end, showing he's got a spot in this offense. And in defense, what can you say about Christoph Houston? This dude is the truth. 12 tackles. A lot of people said he shouldn't be starting the season. They were wrong. 5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. So much pressure on the quarterback this afternoon. From a sacks, we had a lot of guys get into the party today. Marcel Wakefield, Christoph Houston, and Kendall Owens combined for 5 sacks. Their mother's favorite plays today. The interceptions, Rodriguez Gibson sealed the deal on a 42-yarder that, if he took conditioning a little bit more seriously, would have went back to the house. Cascade Valley continues their rise. We fell back 1 spot this week. Maybe we'll go back to the number 3 spot. Why? Because we deserve it. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys in the next one.